everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Let us solve some PYQs related to English literature today. So, Spencer's The Shepherd's Calendar that was published in 1579 was dedicated to whom? Was it dedicated to Watt, Surrey, Sydney or Bacon? So, what should be the right answer? Edmund Spencer का जो work है The Shepherd's Calendar जो कब publish होता है 1579 के अंदर, वो किसको dedicated है? So, it is dedicated to Sydney. C becomes the right answer. Let us see. Yeah, so C is the right answer. Which of these plays feature the rehearsal of a play within the body of the main play? This means इनमें से कौन सा ऐसा work है जो play within a play के लिए एकदम ही appropriate होता है? Is it Shakespeare's Julius Caesar? Is it Lungi Perindolo's 6 Characters in Search of an Author? Then we have Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, Alfred Jerry's Oberoi, or is it Vijay Tendulkar's Silence, the Court is in Session? इनमें से कौन से ऐसे वर्क्स है जो ऐसे आपको perceive करे जाते हैं जैसे वो play within a play है? Let us look at the right answer. So B and E are the plays जिनके अंदर आपको अनियन पील नरेटिव दिखता है, प्ले विद इन अ प्ले जैसी चीजें दिखती है. नॉट अनियन पील इज बेसिकली अ लॉट ऑफ लेयर्स इन द प्लॉट. यू कैन से दैट प्ले विद इन अ प्ले, वो एक प्ले है जिसके अंदर एक और प्ले इनैक्ट हो रहा है. तो इसके अंदर वी हैव ल्यूंगी पेरेंडोलोस 6 कैरेक्टर्स इन सर्च ऑफ एन ऑथर. नाउ दिस वर्क इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज आई हैव सीन डिटेल क्वेश्चंस बीइंग आस्क्ड फ्रॉम दिस वर्क, सो ट्राई टू रीड दिस वर्क. Then we have Vijay Tendulkar's Silence, the Court is in Session, another very important work. So right answer क्या हो गया? B right answer हुआ. B and E are the two plays जिनके अंदर play within a play दिखता है. Then which among the following are correct? We have Philip Roth, who is from USA, Shirley Jackson, Australia, Henry James, Canada, Ruskin Bond, India, and Ali Cobby Eckermann, Australia. So इनमें से कौन से ऐसे हैं जो बिल्कुल correctly matched हैं? Let us look at the right answer. C is the right answer. That means A, D and E बिल्कुल सही है. Shirley Jackson as well as Henry James दोनों कहाँ से हैं? ये दोनों ऑस्ट्रेलिया या कनाडा से नहीं है बल्कि अमेरिकन राइटर्स हैं. ओके, सो C भी गलत है और B भी गलत है. Philip Roth is from USA, Ruskin Bond from India, and Ali Cobby, she is a person who is related to Aboriginals writing there in Australia. Okay, she has written some verse poems. Around 3 verse poems are very, very famous जो उन्होंने लिखी हैं, and she is an important Australian Aboriginal writer. Who among the following translated Aristotle's Poetics in Latin? Is it Giorgio Valla, Pierre Corneille, Hugh Terenic, or V. Wilton Fire? So the right answer is A. अगर नहीं पता था, you can add this in your notes. Then who composed the poem Address to a Steam Vessel? Who among these writers composed this poem about the vessel, the working of the vessel, the technology that is used here, and the poem is addressed to a steam vessel? Is it Maria Edithworth, Joanna Bale, Catherine Mansfield, or John Billington Synge? Who is the one who has written this work, a poem basically addressed to a steam vessel? So we should know that it is B, that is the right answer. Joanna has written this work and she is one of a very important Scottish poet. ये कौन है? ये Scottish poet है जिनको Burns ने भी बहुत बारी praise किया है. She is dedicating her plays as well as dramas. She's a playwriter and the poems that she has written is pertaining to the genre of romantic fiction. Romantic genre से associated है. And she is very famous for this work she has written, Address to a Steam Vessel. Who among the following is the author of the collection of short stories named Reginald in Russia, sorry. Is it Hector Hugh Munro, who is also called as Saki, Leo Tolstoy, Oscar Wilde, William Carlos Williams? So we should all know that Saki has written this work. He is also called as, so basically his name is Hector Hugh Munro and उनका pen name is Saki. and he is the one who is writing number of short stories. So I would urge you to please read a little bit more about Saki and try to know about his short stories also. He has written a number of short stories, all being very important. So A becomes the right answer. Which of these are the plays written by Bertolt Brecht? Is it the Cosirana Chalk Circle, Galileo, Copernicus, Archimedes, Man Equals Man? This is a very very easy answer. We all know. ना तो C ना ही D उनके plays है. In fact, ये किसी के नहीं है. ये वाले plays जो उनके बहुत important plays हैं are A, B and E. The Cosirana Chalk Circle, Galileo and Man Equals Man. So what should be the right answer? Let us see. C becomes the right answer. A, B and E. They are all important plays. And Bertolt Brecht is important for whom? Bertolt Brecht basically is talking about alienation effect in the theater. Okay, alienation effect क्या होता है? Audience have a distance with the play, and when they observe it with a distance, they can even, this would create a greater impact on the audience. तो alienation effect के बारे में वो बात करते हैं. Now we have two statements given in front of you, and you need to tell me, are both of them true? Is one of these true and the other is false, or both are false? So first statement is Invisible Man, published in 1952, is a novel by American writer Ralph Ellison. It is a surreal and catastrophic novel which describes the experiences of a young African American in New York. तो इनमें से कौन सी स्टेटमेंट सही है, कौन सी गलत, और या फिर दोनों ही सही हैं? So both of these statements are very much true. A becomes the right answer. The Invisible Man is a very important work that was published in 1952, and this is a work, it's a novel written by American writer Ralph Ellison, a very important writer. This novel basically talks about so it is a catastrophic novel which is talking about the settings of African American lifestyle, and it is also set in New York. Okay, so it is talking about the experiences of a young man being an African American in New York. So both the statements are true. Penguin Books have prosecuted for obscenity and later acquitted for publishing a novel of D.H. Lawrence that makes a frank description of sex and an uncompromising use of four-lettered words. Which of the following is the title of the novel? Is it Sons and Lovers, The White Peacock, Lady Chatterley's Lover, or Woman in Love? ऐसी कौन सा वर्क है डीएच लॉरेंस का जिससे ऑब्सिनिटी के लिए बोला गया था, काफी ज्यादा ऑब्सीन है, उसके अंदर गलत वर्ड्स है, ऐसा बोला गया था? पेंगुइन बुक्स को बेसिकली काफी ज्यादा इसके लिए चार्जेस उठाने पड़े थे. So the right answer is C. It is Lady Chatterley's Lover. All of these are very important, and I have observed D.H. Lawrence से chronology के questions भी आते हैं. So in the comment down below, please tell me the dates of the works that are there on the screen. Another question, which of the following does Rolla Barthes contended in From Work to Text? So इनका एक work है, बहुत important text है Rolla Barthes का, From Work to Text. उसके अंदर क्या चीजें true हैं? The work is a methodological field. The text must be understood as a computable object. The text is plural. The work is never caught up in a process of affiliation. The work is ordinarily the object of consumption. इनमें से कौन सी चीजें बिल्कुल true हैं? So you should know it's an essay written by Rolla Barthes for From Work to Text, where he is talking about the difference between work and a text. How work and text are two different things, and what is more important? Text is more important because text is like a living entity. Okay, so this French theorist Rolla Barthes is talking in this essay about he's distinguishing between the work and the text. So C and E are right options. C and E are right option. This means that C right answer hai. The text is plural and the work is ordinarily the object of consumption. So let us talk about this work a little bit. It's a very, very important thing to discuss here. So what is he doing in this work? So Rolla Barthes says that there are about 7 things on the basis of which we can distinguish the two things that are work and the text. So work और text 7 तरीके से हम distinguish कर सकते हैं. One of this is method. हम एक criteria ले सकते हैं method. So on the basis of method or methodology through which you observe the work and the text are different. So when you look at the work, you just are looking at the work and you just look at the paper and you're consuming it. It is an organic whole. Unity है उसके अंदर और वो organic whole है. ये उन्होंने work के बारे में बोला. But when it comes to text, the text is something that is an ongoing process. It is under construction and text हमेशा चलता रहता है and आप उसके अंदर contribute करते रहते हो. So on the basis of text वो बोलते हैं. So text is like an entity. It is becoming, while the work is complete in itself. Work क्या है? Complete है. You do not add anything to it. There is nothing substantial to add. So it is a work in itself. It is what? It is in totality. Then on the basis of after distinguishing on the basis of method, वो किस पे करते हैं? Genre के basis पे करते हैं. तो वो बोलते हैं that the work basically has multiple genres, like it can be poetry, it can be fiction, non-fiction, it can be romance, it can be tragedy, anything, right? So there are multiple genres, but it is a complete entity. So you cannot add anything to it. But when it comes to text, everything is blur now. There are intertextualities, there is interdependencies, there is everything that is being reconstructed again and again. So this is how he will again distinguish between the work and the text. Then on the basis of sign. On the basis of sign, he says that the work is an object in itself and you consume that object and that is what it is. While when it comes to a text itself is like a sign and a sign has two parts, signifier and signified. So the work is a complete entity in itself, something that is complete and self-sufficient, but a text is always under reconstruction in the process of becoming. So it has a sign and a signified, and we as audience, we as readers are going to contribute to it. And according to the context, it will change, right? So it will completely change. Then there is plurality. Then on the basis of plurality, so the text has plural meanings. The text has multiple readings. As many number of readers, there will be multiple number of meanings also. But the work will have only one meaning. The work is complete. The work has organic unity. You need to remember that. The text is independent and you will, of course, contribute in it. The work is something that is complete and it is a closed figure of art. So it is close to any new kind of interpretation. Then we have filiations. तो filiations क्या है? Work का किसी चीज के साथ filiation कैसे है? Society के साथ filiation है. So on the basis of society, on the basis of social contextualness that is there, the work is seen. So society, culture, these things are important. While text is independent to any kind of filiation. ये सब क्या है? अलग है. Then on the basis of reading. So on the basis of how you read the things, when you read the work, you consume the work as it is. When you read the work, you just consume it. But when you read the text, you actually participate in the process of meaning making. You're doing what? You are giving meanings to it, right? Then last but not the least, there is another term on the basis of which you can read, and that is pleasure. So when you read the work, you have one kind of pleasure, that is aesthetic pleasure. You enjoy it. But when you read a text, jouissance मिलता है आपको. What is it? This is a type of pleasure that you get when you read a text, because it is not an organic entity. You are also contributing. So as you contribute, you assimilate yourself with the reading of the text and the process, you get another type of pleasure. This pleasure is called as jouissance. It is a kind of a pleasure that you get when you're reading the text, and it is also a term that is coined by Roland Barthes in the text from work to text. So this is how वो distinguish करते हैं 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the basis of these 7 categories, he will distinguish between work and text is more important because text के अंदर we contribute. We as readers, we are not only reading the text, but we become co-authors, because there is death of an author and the reader becomes the co-author here, who is positionalizing the meanings. So there is no affiliation. Whatever is there on the text, we affiliate and we read it. The method is very different. There are no genres. There is no compartmentalization. You can mix everything together. It's like a holistic whole. That is why you have jouissance as the pleasure that you get. It is not an aesthetic pleasure, not an ordinary pleasure, but a very beautiful kind of a pleasure because you become the co-author, right? So these were the few things. These are the few questions that I had for you. And I hope sabko samajh aaye. This is a very important question. I'll leave you guys with this slide only so that you can note it. If you still have anything that is not clear or you want to ask, you can do that in the comment section and I'll surely reply to you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.